Christine here of Side Street Design. I'm back playing with my jelly plate today. This is a 12x4 jelly plate by Gel Press. What I'm going to be making are some Day of the Dead themed artist trading cards. So the first thing I want to do is I have just some mixed media paper here that I've already cut kind of smaller to a smaller size. I'm going to take some Dina Wakley acrylic paint in Sedona and Medieval and just kind of get like a grunge background going. So I'm going to use the Sedona first because I mainly want the red with just a hint of the metallic Medieval. There we go. And I don't have to cover my whole paper because trading cards are only about this big, so I'm only going to need 2 small ones out of it. So, and now with this mixed media paper, there's a more textured side and a smoother side. I'm going to go ahead and use the smoother side. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper and just go over top so I don't get my hands totally covered in paint today. I apologize if it's going in and out a little bit. The light doesn't seem to like to focus on the jelly plates. But we'll be done with it in just a minute. So now I have some cool scrap paper. Let's pull up our, and that came out very cool. Let me just see if I have so many extra areas. And that is going to be our kind of grunge background. Remove my plate. I'm going to get this dry. I'm going to get my trading cards cut out and I'll be right back with you. Now if you're new to ATCs, I just realized you may want to know what that means. An ATC is an artist trading card. They're typically about 2.5 by 3.5 inches or the size of a playing card, and you trade them with other crafters, and it's just a fun way to swap art. Now this, I think, is from Fiskar, and it's a corner rounder. So I'm just going to put my pieces in and get my corners rounded. And next up, I'm going to grab out my stamped platform because I want to do some embossing on the backgrounds of this. So what I have now is this, Tim Holtz came out with this Halloween 2018. It's called Webs and Damask, and I kind of want to use this Damask background and see if I can emboss it on the back of the card. I'm hoping it won't be too busy, but that'll give it kind of a neat look. I'm going to use my stamp platform just to make it a little easier on me. But I don't know if the... I think I'm not going to be able to use my stamp platform. I may just have to wing it, guys. Because my concern with the stamp platform is these magnets are going to get, oh, I know what I'll do. I'm not going to use the magnets. I will use some washi tape on the back to hold this in place so that the magnets don't get in the way of the pattern. There we go. Thinking on my feet here, guys. So let me just get one piece. Here we go. This is the pattern. Now if you've not used a stamp platform before, the Tim Holtz Tonic stamp platform has 2 sides. One is for rubber stamps, and when you flip it, the other is when you have clear polymer stamps. So since this is a rubber stamp, I'm going to make sure the rubber part is up. I'm going to gently press down. Get some of my stuff out of the way over here. And now I have a Versamark watermark stamp pad, so it's clear, but it comes out sticky. So it's perfect for embossing. And And I'm not going to stamp the whole thing because I know I only need a center area. And let's see. I'm hoping that took. We will go ahead and use some embossing powder and see what happens. Just get that out of the way. I'm going to use this is Recollections brand by Michaels, Black Sparkle Embossing Powder. And that came out pretty good. I mean, I missed a spot or two, but I think that's going to actually work perfect for what I want, because I wanted a little grunge. So that is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil to kind of try to hold this down and get my embossing gun. And since this is kind of small, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see it. There we go. That came out just the way I wanted it, so I'm super excited. Look at that, guys. See if I can get it. There you go. It's got that beautiful black. I'm going to zoom out just a bit now. Oops. There we go. I do want to take my Archival ink. This is the new Distress Archival ink. And I want to edge it real quick. Now, as I said, this paper is not as thick as watercolor paper, so you have to be kind of careful on the sides because it wants to curl up. But there we go, we've got that edged. I'm going to go ahead and get the other one embossed real quick, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am back, and you can see both of these have been lovely embossed. And that this dried a little more orange than I'd wanted, but I still think it's going to work fine. Now what I did beforehand was I went and I have the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz collection. This is Day of the Dead 2. I stamped these guys, and I went ahead and I stamped these, the little couple here, and got them ready just so you didn't have to watch me necessarily fussy cut all these out. And normally I would use my dots to kind of hold them off the page, but because these are going into Happy Mail, I don't want them to be too thick. So I'm going to go ahead and get these stuck down with some double-sided tape. I did go ahead and I did edge them with the black already. So let me go ahead and do the bride and groom. One of these days I'm going to invest in one of those tape guns that everyone has. There's one. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer so it goes all the way up to the top. And for time, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys taped. Now let's hope that this sticks with the embossing. So there we go, there's one. And now I'm gonna get these guys, which I thought was kind of cute. I know they're skulls, but like they're just partying and having a grand old time. I'll put these guys lower so I can put a quote above them. She's just dancing up a storm here. Alright, and now again I have my Tim Holtz quotes. I have the, let's see, small talk. So I'm just going to real quick try to look for 2 quotes that work. So for this one, I'm going to use this quote that says, "All you need is love." And I'm going to put it right here. All you need is love. And this one I want to try to fit, but I don't know if it's going to fit. It says, "If you're lucky enough to be different, never change." I think it's not going to fit, but we're going to see. I'm going to left justify this one, kind of towards the top. If you're lucky enough to be different, and then down here I'm going to right justify this over the feet, or maybe I can put this across the feet. Nope, I don't like that there. So let me see what I can do, because I really like this quote. So let's move it up more. We'll try to squeeze it in at the top. Yep, that works. And I think I'm going to have to put some double-sided tape on this because it looks like it's not wanting to stay. There we go. So now I do want to get out one of my black pens and just kind of go around the quote a little bit. And actually, do I have... I'm going to grab one of my thicker markers, one of my Faber-Castells, just so I can outline it a bit. Just help that stand off a little bit. There we go. Now I'm hoping, let me get in a little closer for you guys. There you go. Now you can kind of see how these are going. And what I have now, or I have some Ranger Distress markers, Tim Holtz Distress markers I've not used before, but I wanted to add just a hint of color. So let me see. Let me test these out. I wanted to put a little pink in her roses. There we go. Just add a little bit of color. And make his little flower pink. And add some pink up here. And maybe we'll just add a little hint of pink to tie it in. I'll put a hint of blue on her ribbon. A hint of blue on his bow. Just a little something. And I think I may need to outline them. I think they're there, but they're not quite. Let's see. Now we have this couple here. I'm going to give her a pretty peach skirt. Which works because it kind of blends with the background a little better. And I'll put some peach in her hat. And then some pretty green, because there's some like feathers going on in here. There we go. And again, I'm going to use a little bit of pink on the flower. And then for him, to make him blend in, I'm going to put some peach in his scarf. So they look like they go together. There we go. And I'll put some gray in his hat. And there we go, guys. 2 fairly simple Day of the Dead artist trading cards. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and you'll stay up to date on all my latest releases. Be back with you soon.